Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed despite countless failures? It's a question that perplexes many of us, but the answer lies in a paradox. A paradox that suggests failure isn't the nemesis of success, but rather an integral part of it. Consider this. A sculptor carving a masterpiece doesn't see the discarded stone as failure, but as a necessary step towards their final creation. Similarly, the journey to success is often paved with the stones of failure. Each failure, each stumble, each setback can be a tool for learning. These are the lessons that shape us, that refine our approach, and ultimately guide us towards our goals. They are the stepping stones that lead us to the peak of success. So, let's embrace this paradox, this seemingly contradictory yet interconnected relationship between failure and success. They say failure is the best teacher, but what does that really mean? Let's delve deeper into this intriguing concept. Take Thomas Edison, for example, a man who made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. Thomas Alva Edison, a name synonymous with innovation and perseverance, was a man of incomparable tenacity. Born in the mid-19th century, Edison was not a child prodigy. His early years were marked by a curious mind, but also by numerous setbacks. His teachers even labeled him as too stupid to learn anything. However, Edison was not deterred. Instead of succumbing to the criticism, Edison took a different path, one that led him to become one of the most prolific inventors of his time. His journey wasn't easy, nor was it devoid of failure. In fact, it was filled with countless trials and errors, with the invention of the practical electric light bulb being a prime example. Edison made not one, not two, but over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts at inventing the light bulb. Each failure, instead of dampening his spirit, fueled his resolve to keep trying. He saw each unsuccessful attempt not as a setback, but as a lesson, a stepping stone towards his goal. His failures were, in his own words, his greatest teachers. His journey towards the invention of the light bulb was a testament to his famous quote, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This perspective, this unique way of viewing failure, was what allowed Edison to keep pushing forward. His relentless pursuit of innovation was driven not by success, but by the lessons he learned from failure. But the story doesn't end with the invention of the light bulb. Edison's legacy continues to inspire countless individuals around the world. His life serves as a reminder that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone towards success. It is a testament to the power of perseverance, of resilience, and of the indomitable human spirit. Edison's story teaches us that every failure brings us one step closer to success. Then there's J.K. Rowling, who went from being jobless and penniless to becoming one of the world's most successful authors. Joanne Rowling, better known by her pen name J.K. Rowling, is a classic example of a phoenix rising from the ashes. The creator of the beloved Harry Potter series lived a life marked by numerous challenges and rejections before she became the literary phenomenon we know today. Rowling's journey began in a tiny flat in Edinburgh, Scotland, where she lived on state benefits. Single and jobless, she found herself in a situation that many would deem hopeless. However, Rowling saw this as an opportunity to focus on her passion for writing. It was during these hard times that the idea of a young wizard named Harry Potter was fully formed. In the midst of her struggles, Rowling found solace in creating a magical world filled with wizards, witches, and mythical creatures. She poured her heart and soul into the manuscript, only to be met with a slew of rejections from publishing houses. The constant dismissal would have been enough to discourage any aspiring author, but Rowling was not one to give up. Fueled by her failures, Rowling persevered. She once said, "It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default." These words encapsulate her approach to life and her unwavering determination to succeed. Eventually, her manuscript was picked up by Bloomsbury Publishing, and the rest, as they say, is history. The Harry Potter series has since become a global sensation, selling over 450 million copies worldwide and translated into 78 languages. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of failure as a stepping stone to success. It's a reminder that rejections, no matter how numerous, are not a measure of one's worth or ability. Rowling's journey shows us that failure is not the end but a beginning. Failure can be a harsh teacher, but it's also one of the most powerful ones. A profound statement that encapsulates the essence of our journey through life. It's a universal truth that every single one of us will experience failure at some point. But what distinguishes us is not the failure itself, but how we react to it, how we learn from it, and how we use it as a stepping stone towards our success. Let's delve a little deeper into this. When we talk about using failure as a learning tool, we're not merely talking about acknowledging our mistakes. It's about understanding why we failed, analyzing the steps that led us to that point, and identifying the changes needed to prevent a similar failure in the future. Picture failure not as a roadblock, but rather as a detour, a redirection towards a more fruitful path. It's a course correction that guides us towards the right track. It's not about dwelling on the past, but about learning from it and moving forward. Resilience and perseverance are two of the most important traits you can develop. Resilience allows us to bounce back from failure, to dust ourselves off and stand tall once again. Perseverance, on the other hand, is the fuel that keeps us going, the unwavering determination to keep striving for our goals despite the obstacles in our path. But the greatest lesson failure teaches us is humility. It reminds us that we are not infallible, that we are human. It humbles us, makes us more empathetic, and ultimately makes us better individuals. So embrace your failures. Let them be your guide, your teacher, your stepping stone towards success. Take the lessons they offer, grow from them, and transform them into your strength. Remember, it isn't about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. So the next time you face a setback, ask yourself, what can this teach me? How can this bring me closer to my success? Because every failure is a step forward,